Moldavite, the stone of transformation. Man, I'm actually wearing 150 grams of Moldavite right now. These are just 40 that I have out. That way you guys can see them. They look kind of dark. I think it's probably just the lighting. I already cleansed them. But I wanted to document this because working with Moldavite now and semen retention is so different from when I first started, you know? I still remember the first time I held my first 30-gram piece, and oh my gosh, just having to work my way up to that, and now I'm wearing 150 grams like it's nothing, is completely different. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not just wearing Moldavite by itself, I have grounding stones as well. And, being on semen retention, I'm choosing different grounding stones now, whereas before I used to wear like hematite and petrified wood to ground this energy. But now in this season, I really like wearing the black tourmaline and triagate. For some reason, they just click with me right now in this season, and they help me really ground this energy just how I should. This time around, I've noticed different reactions, observations, when I'm out in public, going about my business. One of them being is that insecure guys, insecure men, when they feel this energy packed with semen retention, they get very insecure. The ones that are insecure, at least, they try to puff up their chests. They try to act like they're better than you. They try to, do that long stretch neck where they like try to look above you and just puff themselves out like a peacock almost. And this is classic like low status male behavior. Although I don't really like that term. It's just insecure behavior in men. And it's very noticeable when you're doing semen retention, pairing it up with Moldavite. And a lot of more reactions that I notice from people, especially at the gym, is women linger longer. They're watching me and observing me how I work out. I know they can feel my energy. I've even had some women like follow me into the elevator as I go back up to my studio. And even just when I'm walking around, like I get more stares from women, especially grounded women. Grounded women seem to be the most attracted to me, and and vice versa. I'm very attracted to women who have, strong frame of mind, meaning they're not easily moved by emotions. Like think of lawyer chicks, women who are in like high stakes careers and environments, versus women who have like no internal compass, no internal stability. My energy literally like shakes them off this planet and they just scatter. Think of like cockroaches. When you shine lights on them, they scatter. That's what my energy does to both men and women who don't have any internal stability as I wear Moldavite and continue to do semen retention. I also notice while I'm working out at the gym, especially where I live, it's a high rise, and a lot of people there are very performative. Especially when they go to the gym, they'll go to the gym and just sit there on their phones, not even do a workout, and then leave. And the energy bugs me because I don't like. I go because I go to the gym to work out, and I go there to train hard. So when these people see me, I walk into the gym, my energy plus Moldavite literally makes these people leave. It's like a pressure when I walk in and they just leave. Like they feel the contrast. And I'm noticing that now more as I'm working and wearing 150 grams of Moldavite plus semen retention. My energy literally live recalibrates an entire room to whatever it is that I need. Now, that's not to say I don't go through challenges. I think if anything, I go through more challenges as I continue to invest into myself through my semen retention disciplines and Moldavite. And I'm starting to understand that these tests are just ways to confirm my growth, because ever since I've started semen retention, the main thing that I've had to work on in myself is boundaries, right? Setting boundaries of what I tolerate, what I don't tolerate, and sticking to it. And I get tested by life, I get tested by situations, circumstances, and events. And it's really cool because you just get to see how much you level up. You get to see, even just from a few months ago, like, oh wow, I don't tolerate that anymore. And you set a hard, firm boundary. And it's really amazing to see that growth, especially since Moldavite is the stone of transformation, the stone of growth. And pairing that with semen retention is just like life on max, like turbo, steroids, whatever you want to call it, is just up to the max. Another thing I've noticed, at least when I was wearing 90 grams of Moldavite with semen retention, was that I could change the frequency within myself and create it to be whatever I wanted. Meaning, right now here in downtown Denver in Rhino, where I currently stay, the other day I was walking and I was like, I want to feel California vibes. And I focused on that energy and I started to generate it from within me, listening to the right music. And I was literally feeling like I was in California. I created and started manifesting in real time things that reminded me of California, the vibe, the way the sun set. It almost felt like I was at the beach and I was just enjoying the vibration and the vibe. And that's something I could do now on the spot at 90 grams, wearing 90 grams of Moldavite, versus right now at 150. I feel like I'm just like in a dream. Like I'm floating, even with grounding stones, but I'm enjoying the vibe. Really, in like a nutshell, working with Moldavite and semen retention, everything, I mean, depending on where you're at on your semen retention journey is what's going to manifest. And since I do security work, which I absolutely love, carrying presence, I've noticed, when I work, I don't even have to say a thing. People feel my presence. They leave when they know they're not supposed to be here. The way I interact with people is different, more relaxed, more calm, more commanding, without having to say anything. It's like my presence speaks for me, and Moldavite just amplifies the sexually retained energy that I have within me, which is something that I've noticed. And right now I'm noticing that more people are attracted to my energy. Places that I go to end up being packed, versus when I don't wear Moldavite, more places remain empty. More people try to be around me. People of low vibrations, high vibrations, it doesn't matter. They just want to be around the vibe, and I set hard boundaries. For example, the other day, I was heading home. I was walking in my security uniform, and some guy tried to stop me, ask me for something, and I already knew he was going to, because on semen retention, you just become very aware of people's intentions, even from a distance. And I knew he was going to ask me something. I had my headphones in. I had somewhere to be. He tried to grab my attention. I just shook my head no and kept walking. And this is something that I've noticed more and more as I wear Moldavite and do semen retention, is that people will try to pull you away from your purpose, will try to distract you with their BS. But you're just so focused, it doesn't even matter. You just stay in your lane. You don't care. You keep it moving. If it's not aligned with your purpose, you keep it moving. Now, when it comes to purpose, Moldavite and semen retention become a great pair because it keeps you aligned in that direction. Now, will I take some of this Moldavite off? eventually. Because I know at one point or another it might become overwhelming. I might slowly drop back down to like 110, 90, 50, 30. But we'll see. Right now I trust my intuition at 150. I may bump it up even more because I just want to see where I go with this energy. Also, my intuition spikes up when I wear Moldavite and do semen retention. I can feel people's nervous systems from like a mile away. I can read their energy more clearly, more cleanly. And I know their intentions before they even speak a word. Right now I feel amazing, eating healthier, being aligned, feeling like I'm on drugs but I'm not. Which is honestly one of the reasons I think I fell in love with working with Moldavite, because you don't need to do drugs. Moldavite literally makes you feel like you're on some kind of psychedelic without actually injuring your body, your mind, or your soul. It actually helps you grow, transform into the ultimate being you're supposed to be. Look at all these bugs just coming towards the Moldavite. Might be too much for them to handle. But there they are. I'm curious to see what happens now as I keep adding more Moldavite. If I will hit some kind of plateau, discover some kind of hidden spiritual gifts, but only time will tell. Let me know in the comments below if you feel the vibe, if you love working with Moldavite, any new experiences you've had. And we'll keep it moving, guys. Sending you love. Talk to you soon.